In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace this EVAP canister vent valve on this Cadillac Escalade. Let's get into it. We're going to open the fuel door, just push right there, open that up. We want to take this push pin out, just use a trim tool. Just get under there. Just rock it back and forth. And pull that out. There's two screws right there and there. Take those out with a T30 socket. Using a trim tool, there's a push pin right here. You just want to get underneath that and pop this out. If you have to, you can try 2 trim tools. Just try to work this off. And if it breaks, it's okay. You can just replace it with a new one. Try to get that out the best you can. If you can't, you can cut it and just put a new one in, just using some side cutters. Then you want to push this down and feel around on the top. And this is what you're trying to remove. This is the exhaust side of the vent valve. So that you just need this to be loose from this housing. Now we can go underneath the vehicle. You're gonna wanna get your jack tools. Just grab right here. You pull this back, and then this cover pops up, just like that. It is just clipped in. Then you can get your jack tools. There's a little wing nut right here. Loosen that up. Just grab this bag, and it slides right out. We're gonna remove this cover. There's a little wing nut here and then one right here, or a lock. Just twist those to the side and this comes down and then the whole piece comes off. We're gonna remove this cover right here. Just use a straight blade screwdriver. Just pop this out, put that aside. You're gonna need the ignition key and then twist it to the side and pull this lock out. Set this whole thing to the side. In the tool bag, you're gonna need these different sections and then this tire iron. You're gonna put these together and this is gonna slide in there. And as we loosen this up, you'll see the spare tire going down. You wanna take the spare tire out. And just keep lowering it down. Just pull the tire out. I'm gonna raise the tire and slide that piece through. Move the tire to the side. Next to the gas tank is the vapor canister right here. We need to disconnect the hose right here that goes to the vent valve. Just use some pliers. These happen to be trim tool pliers, and they work well on this. Just push in on the side of the valve, then it slides off. So this is how this works. If you just push that little piece in then it separates those fingers, and then this can slide right off. Now we can disconnect the connector right here. There should be a little lock tab right here. It's red. Take a pick and just grab on the top of it and try to pull it down. Once you get to a detent about 1/4 of an inch down, then it's going to be unlocked. Then you can just grab the tab, push it. You squeeze it, you should be able to release the connector. Just like that. You just push down on that, slides right off. You can see right above where the valve is, this is pretty much where the spare tire would be, is a bolt, and it's going upwards, so you're gonna need a 13mm ratchet wrench and just reach over the frame and loosen that bolt up and take that out. Pull that out, and you can see you can grab the valve, slide it up. You're trying to get that little tab out. Once you go up, you can slide the valve back, and it'll come down. And slide this hose out. Out. Then you can follow this hose back, and this is going to go where we took it off up top. You can see it may be connected with some wire ties. You want to cut those wire ties and then just slide this down. You want to just feed this out. And it comes right out. Then we're gonna slide this tube over. It's just gonna go in the same way it came out. Get that over there. And just try to twist it in place. And before I put the bracket up, I am going to send the hose where this goes up near the gas cap. Send that over. Send that up there. Slide the bracket in place. You're gonna have to push this up a little bit so you get that little piece in right there. And take the bolt. Get the bolt started. And tighten it down. And just snug it. Now we're going to go to this connector. Now we'll connect the connector, line that up, push that in, and push the lock in if you have the lock. Some vehicles may have a different connector. You might have to get a little jumper harness that will attach to this solenoid right there. But this vehicle just uses the original OEM connector. Now I'll connect the hose to the vapor canister. lock it down. Now take this hose, we're going to slide that up top. And you have the wire ties. You can just slide those around there, just loosely. And just slide the wire tie through. You can tighten those down. There's another one over here. Make sure nothing's rubbing on anything. It's pretty good. And we'll attach that up top. Now up top, we want to attach this back to this bracket right here, just using a push pin. So find a push pin that works. If yours was broken, we'll just go through the bracket right there first. Just push that through, just like that. Then you want to take this housing, and you're just going to have to feel for where the push pin is. Get that lined up, and just push it on. Now that's attached right there. Now we can put these screws back in, get those started. Right there and right there. And then the push pin down below. And tighten these down. Just snug. And you can close the door. Now put the spare tire back in. Take the cable and you want to slide that through the center. Get that lined up like that. Now we can tighten it up. All right, that's all the way up. I'll slide the tools out. Take the lock. There is a little slot right there that's going to be on top. Or lock it and put this cover on. Slide the top in and then just push. Lock it in place. And this cover is going to go in. Line these tabs up top. And underneath, just lock these twist locks. It's all set, you're good to go. You can put the jack tools back in position. Slide those in place. Put the wing nut on and tighten it down. And put the cover back on, lock it down.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.